All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for hopping on. I am Roxy Kennedy. I have been thriving now for almost 7 years. But I have a girl on my team who is just like absolute fire, and her team are just like my mind is blown. And I'm like, you guys have so many good tips of like what you're doing. Everybody's like popping VIP 400s, 800s, 4Ks. We're about to pop two new 12Ks. Jackie's gonna go 40K. Like it's just insane. So I really wanted Jackie and her team to share kind of what's working for them right now. And then I also wanted to share like Jackie, she was someone that I randomly added on Facebook like 4 or 5 years ago. And the reason I added her was I'm very strategic about who I add. And I feel like this is so important to share because when you're going through trying to add new friends, like don't just randomly add people. Look for people who you can relate to. Like at the time, Jackie and I both, I think I had one son and one on the way, and she had two boys, or she had one and one on the way. I don't remember the details, but anyways, I was like, oh, like she's a boy mom, I'm a boy mom, we're both pregnant, like heck yeah. Um, and then a few years later, after being friends for a while on Facebook, like just loving on each other's posts. Like I didn't really have any intentions of like, oh, she needs to be on my team, but like we were just friends and whatever. She decided that she wanted to try Thrive. So she tried it. I think she tried it for like a month or two as a customer. And then, she went on vacation or something and kind of fell off. And I didn't really hear from her again in regards to that, but we stayed friends on Facebook, you know, relating as moms. And eventually she became a stay-at-home mom. So we have had even more to connect on. And then like a year after she had tried it as a customer, she was like, okay, I think I want to try this Thrive thing again, like out of the blue. We had not talked about it for a year. And it's so funny. I laugh because she ordered she ordered as a promoter because she was like, well, she wanted to thrive for free. And she's like, well, if I can make a little bit of money, like that's cool. But she's like, I'm not going to run and go full force in the business. I'm like, that's totally fine. If you just want to thrive for free, if you want to make $50 a week, whatever, cool. Well, she started to kind of gain some traction. And she was like, so tell me more about these bonuses and like the VIP bonuses. And I don't, you have to correct me, Jackie, but I don't think she hit her VIPs. But like 2 months after she started, I think she started in like November. I don't know. 2 or 3 months after she started, they announced rank advancement bonuses last year. And she hit 4K, I think, in January, maintained 4K for like a year. And then I'm going to let her share what has happened since then, because there's been a lot that has happened in a year. We all go through ups and downs in our businesses, but Jackie, if you can unmute and maybe just start off by sharing like when you went 4K last year and like a little snippets of like the last year, maybe what you struggled with, or um just like the importance of staying consistent. So Jackie, are you
I'm unmuted. I was waiting.
okay? Perfect.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, you're good.
I have you guys propped up on my nightstand, so if I need to move you, I will.
You're
So,
good.
first of all, thank you, Roxy. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on, putting the time aside to work on your business tonight. I feel like this Zoom is going to be so good. I'm going to talk a little bit about my story with you guys, and then I'm going to pass the baton over to my girls, because you guys, my girls, I feel like have the best business tips ever to give you. So yes, Roxy literally added me on Facebook, you guys. I connected so well with her, and I never saw her as, oh my gosh, she's posting so much Thrive. I never saw her as that, because we connected and on so many different levels, you guys. Like if I would post a picture of my kids, she was always the first one to comment something on it. She was in my inbox saying, oh my gosh, isn't your son's birthday next week? Like we had a legit, genuine connection. And like to this day, I know that that's why we are like doing this business together and running alongside each other, because we literally built a friendship over that time. And just like Roxy said, you know, I wanted nothing to do with the business side of things at first, guys. I worked in radiology full time. I went to school. I went to college 6 years for my degree. So in my head, it's like, I'm not going to school 6 years for my degree and doing network marketing on my phone. Like, I'm going to use what I went to school for. So network marketing was not on the table for me. Well, pregnancy changes things. I was at home with 3 babies. My babies were 3, 2, and 1. I was swamped. I was dying. I was like, Roxy, I know I tried thriving in the past, but like, I need this, girl. Help me out. I ordered that day. Just like she said, I did not want to run. I was like, no, I just want to kind of like ease my way into it. So I feel like my advice that I want to pour into you guys tonight is about staying consistent and never, ever, ever giving up. Everybody's blessings in this business come at different times, as you guys know. Some of us might join and your business explodes. Some of us join and our dedication to the business takes longer, but never question when that blessing happens, because I feel like my blessing came at a time in my life where I can fully cherish it a lot better. So I am not making any mistakes right now. I went from a 4K to running for a 40K right now, a 40K bonus. So my growth and our team is just insane. And I am literally holding it on tight like a freaking newborn baby. I'm peeking in the crib watching it sleep. Like, no, none of these sample people are getting out of my eyes. None of these chats are getting out. Like, I am on my phone 24/7. I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in overtime. You guys, I'm setting my alarm in the morning and I'm not going to bed some nights until midnight, chatting with my team. So literally my growth, you guys, I want to share this because I'm a person who can relate to having a very dry messenger. I have had times where it's like, gosh, I see everybody else like getting these samples out. I can't even get a free sample out. What the hell am I doing wrong? Like, I was always posting. I was always in my stories. I was doing reels. I was on Instagram. Like, you guys, I was all over the place, putting in overtime and seeing no growth whatsoever. How did I see growth finally? I decided December was fully a change. We all know that sales in December drop a little bit because it's right around Christmas time. People are, you know, buying Christmas for their families and they might cut back on something that they want to buy for themselves. It might be a $200 package of Thrive. So sales, I know, were a little bit lower in December, you guys, but I literally hit 2,500 QV in sales in December, and I was not thriving for free. If there was ever a time in my life to quit this business, it was that freaking month. I was so disappointed. And I was like in Roxy's inbox, like, girl, you better talk me off a cliff right now because this sucks. Like, I am putting in overtime and I am not getting anything back other than I was thriving for free and I was getting free gas every month for my car. That is a blessing. So I was able to feel good. I was able to thrive for free still. But when I entered into January, you guys, I was feeling very down and very disappointed in myself. You know what I was missing? The ladies I want to introduce to you, I was literally missing runners. People wanting this just as bad as I was. People waking up in the morning posting and people going to bed at midnight talking in their chats 24/7, not missing a single follow-up. That is what I was missing in my growth. That's it. Because the second that I found Kylie, Amber, Haley, Kaden, like all of you beautiful souls, join my team. I went in December from 2,500 in sales and not thriving free to running for a freaking $40,000 bonus. And I've officially hit my 12K auto bonus for 3 months. And I'm looking at getting a brand new car right now. So I just want to say hang in there, but I'm going to pass the baton over to Kylie and Amber. You guys, I'm so excited. Don't be nervous. They were like, I'm going to throw up. No, you're not. We're all just sitting here chatting. So
Jackie, before you throw it over to them, I just want to say, because something you said resonated, and we're going to hear from Roxy on Tuesday about this. You said you figured out what you were missing. You were missing people running with you. You were missing people locking arms with and wanting what you wanted and being and feeling excited, right? That's what Roxy was missing when she was kind of running and spinning her wheels, kind of felt the same thing. Like, I'm doing all the things, I'm doing all the things, I'm doing all the things. And then when you came into play and she's got a couple others, that it's like, oh my gosh, this is why we do this. And it's the same for some of us that have been here for a while. Like, some of our runners have kind of, started walking, or whatever. And it's like, oh my gosh, we need that. We need that lock arms community again. We need the people running that are wanting to duplicate and are wanting to do everything that we do. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there because I know some people probably are feeling that same thing.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That seriously was the game changer for my business, you guys. Not working alone. You don't have to be alone. You have an entire team. You just have to find them. You just have to find them. And a little piece that Roxy mentioned earlier was don't just add random people. I'm going to go ahead and mention really quick. Haley, you're a mama. You're a breastfeeding mama. Amber, you're a mom with small kids. Kylie, you're a mama. You have a toddler. We all resonate with each other. We feed off of each other. Like, I could go grab a drink with you guys, which I will in the freaking Bahamas. But you guys are my people. I'm not just like adding random people on my Facebook. You guys are my people. And you can tell because our energy is just, the energy is different. So Kylie, I'm going to pass it off to you first, girlfriend. Don't be nervous. Take a breath. All right, you guys. Kylie is seriously, she was a free sample winner. What the heck? She won a free sample on my free sample game post. I messaged her, hey girl, you won. Oh my God. I got her in a 3-way chat ASAP with Kylie, Judy, and Steph. And day one, Kylie was like, nope, how do I order? And I'm like, well, you go to your account, and I was going to explain it. She was like, well, I'm going to promote this. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. So we helped her become a promoter, you guys. She hit 4K in 30 days, and she just hit her 12K. She's only on her 3rd month in business. Like, holy cow. So we need your tips. Spill the tea, girl. I'm going to mute myself.
So I've been thriving. I'm Kylie. I've been thriving for about almost 4 months now. And just like Jackie said, I was literally hooked as soon as I took my capsules that morning because I was at work that day. And everyone was like, what is wrong with you? I said, I started my 3 steps today and I feel freaking amazing. And I'm not a morning person. I will tell you that. I am a bitch. And they tell me to shut up now because I just am like chatty Cathy first thing in the morning. But at first my team, like, I was kind of slow, like trying to get like promoters and stuff. But then I started reaching out to like people I knew, like mutually, because it was easier to talk to them rather than like completely strangers. But then my best friend Amber is also a thriver, and we're not like, we're on the same team, but like we have our own teams and we work together. Like, it's amazing. So like we feed off of each other and like we ask each other for advice. But I like last night I stayed up until like midnight because I wanted my girls to hit their 400s, and one girl did yet today. So congratulations, Molly. And I'm just now like finding a few of my team members that want this money and are running with it, which is amazing because they see everyone like is like, how do you do this? And I was like, Jackie knows this. I'm a nagger. I literally will nag people constantly. One of my customers was like, you're killing me. I was like, one day you will buy from me because you ask me questions. Don't ask me questions if you don't want to buy something eventually. And my goal this month was to at least sell 1 product a day. And I have done that. Like, that is my one goal. As I wake up in the morning and I will sell 1 product a day. And I will nag those people, and it just happens. But
Okay, I'm going to unmute if you can hear me here. I have questions for you, Kylie. Obviously, I know that you post daily. I see that you post. What else do you do besides post daily? Like, Kylie wakes up in the morning. What do you do for your business, girl?
I will post like me doing my 3 steps, which I've noticed over time that like more people will ask me more about it when they watch me doing it every day rather than just me posting a picture of my 3 steps laying on my counter.
Exactly. Video
I
of you
and I
capsules.
want to do free samples, like, because I have learned my free sample people, they don't even talk to me after they get it. It's like, ooh, I got free product, so see you later. And it makes me so mad. So I will lower my price on my samples, but I just try not to do free samples.
Amen. I feel that. Okay, talk to me. How do you feel about three-way chats? Are you using them?
Oh, girl, I can't even keep up on my own chats. I make one at least probably once a day. Like,
Yes.
add more. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But three-way chats, I tell all my girls, they're gold. Like, because no one's gonna buy with just one word of mouth. Like, I feel like nowadays people need everybody's opinion. Like,
Yes.
that's how the world is now.
Yeah. I want to feed off of that, and then I also want to talk to you. I have one more question, and then Amber, I'm going to ask you a couple questions too. Kylie, so literally you're throwing everybody in a three-way. Someone messages you like, hey, can you tell me more info about Thrive? Like, she's throwing us in a three-way. Me and Roxy are in there. We see them. Our phone is like flooded with these three-ways all day, and we're all working as like a united team together in them. And it's just flowing. It's going so well. What else did I want to ask you? Okay, so Kylie, her follow-ups, you guys, I just have to point out, because I know she's not going to brag on herself about this, so I'm going to brag for her. You guys, when people message her and they're, you know, like on day 2, they're like, yes, I love my energy. I love my shakes. Like, this tastes delicious. You bet your butt Kylie is the first one in there. Girl, let's help you order. Go click on your link, click at the top. I would choose Classic Experience Pack for your first time thriving on your first month. Like, Kylie does not mess around with the closing. I don't care if they're a day 1 thriver. If they're feeling good, she's on it. And that's why she closes sales, because Kylie is not in there like, I'm like this, you guys. That's why I'm bragging about her, because I'm more nice and I'm like, I know it's expensive, you know. No, you know what's expensive? Going to the doctor and having to take medication because you're way overweight and your health is not in check. That's expensive. So you are helping them. Just like she said, they reached out to you for a reason. Close that sale. She is literally in there, not messing around, not beating around the bush, hinting at a sale. She straight up is like, girl, let's order today. All right, like, go click your link at the top. She's not asking like, do you think today would be a good day to order? Like, there's no
I actually upsailed today. Like, I was at my boyfriend's parents' house and she was interested in a sample, and I said, well, I'll make you a deal. I'll ship you the sample tomorrow first thing in the morning, but I'll do it for free if you order tonight. And she literally did. She was like, I've watched my best friend do it for a long time. And my first thing was, okay, is she a promoter? Because I was like, I don't want you taking my stuff and then going and buying from her. But she said no. And so she literally bought a month supply from me today. And I'm shipping out her tomorrow.
Kylie, I just love you. Like, your energy is so different. Just like you said below, she's so confident, you guys. She's not asking like, how would you feel about this, or this? And you guys, if her customer is in there messaging her and is like, oh girl, like, I absolutely cannot afford it. I'm trying to, you know, buy birthday presents and I have to pay rent right now. Guess what her reply immediately is? Girl, why are you not promoting with us? Like, you know, we literally work on our phones and we make money doing this. And then you're going to get your Thrive free every month. She's just on it. So I had to brag on her for a second about that. Amber, are you ready? She's like, no. Amber, seriously, you guys, was also a sample winner, but she ended up buying a $10 sample from me. I messaged her, and Kylie happen to be best friends that live close by each other, raised their kids together, and they signed up one day apart from each other. Amber also is like 1 inch away from hitting her 12K, you guys. So we're cheering for you. And she's also on her 3rd month in business. So Amber, when you wake up in the morning, like I know your mom, I know you have kids, you're busy. What do you do to work your business? How are you seeing this much growth this fast? If you swipe over on your screen to like just you, you'll have your mic at the bottom. Did she hit X? Oh, there you are. Almost. I thought you hit exit for a second. You'll get it. And then Haley, you're on too, right? All right, girl. Let me go to you while I'm waiting on Amber's mic to fix. Haley. All right. Haley and Alexa, you're going live every single day on your Facebook. So talk to us. Like you're about to hit your 4K. What do you wake up and do every day for your business?
Yeah, so the first thing I do, I wake up and I set a goal in my mind, and I'm determined to hit that goal no matter what. As well as the first thing I do is hop in my 3 ways. I'll do it if I have one eye open, barely awake. I'm hopping in my 3 ways. So that's basically what I do in the morning, and then I of course post my video of me doing my 3 steps because actually, I normally do that on live. I feel like it gets a little more attraction when, like Kylie said, people see you do the steps versus you just posting like with the sticker on because, you know, people believe it more when like it works more when they see you consistently taking it every single day. Also, don't mind my child, it's his bedtime. I don't know if you can hear him crying.
I can't hear him. But seriously, guys, Haley is about to hit her 4K. She goes live all the time. I always see her face. I see her bragging about her products, her business. Like I just know there's so much in store for you because you seriously show up for yourself daily, and I love that. Alexis, are you on? Hi, can you unmute yourself? You're also going live all the time. You guys, Alexis, you hit your you hit your 4K yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday.
Okay, so talk to us because every single day, you don't miss a day. You're always posting. Tell us what's working for you in your business.
So I'm Alexis. I've been doing this business for what, a month as of today, actually. I am underneath Kylie. I actually live near her as well. I don't live too far. I live about 30-40 minutes away. I've known her actually from when I used to do Herbalife, and I did that for 6 years. And wow. I did it for a long time, and I owned a nutrition club. So I kind of have that mindset on what to do. So this is not my first rodeo. It's just a different product. So I kind of know what I'm doing. What I did is I used those tactics that I got from Herbalife, and I stuck those nuggets and I put them into this because I'm like, okay, this is not new. This is just a different product. I know what I'm doing. So what I didn't do for a long time, I stopped doing it 2 years ago. And so basically, Kylie, I posted, or it was a game, and I didn't win a free sample, but I didn't win a free sample, but I was going to buy it. But then I'm like, no, I'm not, I can't do it. Like I'm going to go down in the drain hole again. And then she kept, like you said, she's going to bug you until you say yes. Definitely did it. She got me.
And then you get 4K 30 days. Oh my God.
It wasn't even a sample. It was a whole freaking order. And then I'm like, okay, we're just selling it. Forget it. We're going to try it. I got nothing to lose here. So I ended up selling it. And now I'm using those nuggets. I will say this from day one. Personal development is a big gratitude for yourself, because if you do not work on yourself, you're never going to be working on a business properly and having that mindset to get up in the morning to make sure your kids are awake, like baths, all those. Personal development just doesn't go into a business, it goes into your life, and your life is your business. So if you want to be successful, personal development, 100%, whether it's a podcast, an audiobook. Side note, I did start a podcast about a year ago, and then I had my kid, I stopped. So I am back into my podcast here after my wedding. So I will make sure to share that with you guys. Find people that can relate. Like, so if someone relates like sports, you guys have kids together, target that crowd, because you're most likely to slide in their messages than someone that doesn't relate to you. And be real. Don't be fake. If you're sitting there posting fake posts such as not getting results, and then they ask you about it and you don't know the answer, that's not logistically selling a product properly. It's false advertisement. And make sure you're consistent. You're not consistent, then they're not going to be consistent with you. They're not going to want to trust you, and you want to gain their trust. And another thing is getting results, whether if it's energy, showing pictures that your hair got longer because of the hair, skin, and nails. I haven't tried the face products, but I've seen there's moisturizer, face cleanser, and stuff. That too, just any result, even if it's like, I see Kylie and Amber, like Amber got really good results. So like, she's sharing those because they know that they're friends. So that's another good thing. Find your why. Why are you doing this business? And focus on that why to achieve those other goals that you have. Because if you know your why, then that's going to make you even grind harder onto your business and to become even more successful. And another thing is social media. That's another thing. I also have another side hustle, guys. That's a whole other story. I do social media marketing for businesses too. So I kind of have a niche for that. And that's my forte. And I think that's why I like this. Not only because I like staying healthy too. Because like you said, if you're not healthy, you're going to be paying hospital bills when you get older. And I'm not trying to do that. So just make your post real and get results. You also it doesn't always have to be a Thrive product. It could be about you and your family, just explaining why you joined and what your story. Everyone has a story. And one day when like where you're at, Jackie, that's what we'll be at. And we'll have a reason why we did it. And we can explain the story then. And post on your story. I don't know what's wrong with the algorithm right now. It is kind of whacked, by the way. Posting on your story is where it's at right now. Like on your story highlight versus on your Facebook. People are mostly to see that. Also, go on your Snapchat, guys. Go to your recent post. So the previous post is like when you very first started. Go on there and say, hey guys, do you guys want a sample? Like, go back and comment on that again, because they forgot about you. If they forgot about you, they're not going to remember. So that's our job. Just go back, and those are leads for you to hold on to those. Don't let go of those. I mean, go back and see, hey, check on them, because I know those three-way chats are probably deep down somewhere, because I know I have to look for them. I'm like, oh my gosh, where are these?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to touch base on that. Alexis, you gave a ton of good info there. So thank you for sharing, because I can tell you showed up like ready. I love it. You guys, three-way chats are insane. Roxy, it's safe to say we have over 50, 60 three-way chats in our thing going on right now. Like, I can barely keep up with my life. Three-ways are literally sealing deals for us right now. They're making sample people turn into promoters. They're making promoters get their VIPs. Like, we are feeding, and the energy is insane. So three-ways, oh my gosh.
Yes. Can I say something quick about that? So
Yeah.
three, you guys, they're not, obviously we want third-party validation, but they're not just for that. Like in our chats, we have like 3 or 4 uplines, because we want the third-party validation, but not everybody's going to be available at the same exact time. like we're all answering other people's questions. Like when I'm free, I'm going through all those like 50 million chats trying to catch up and answer questions. And then if I'm away for a few hours, then Jackie's in there or Judy's in there or Steph's in there. And I feel like we have created such a like solid foundation of layered leadership where like Kylie and Amber and her teams are now, you know, forming that layered leadership, and they're, you know, we implemented 3 ways with them immediately, and they're implementing it with their teams, and it's just such a trickle effect. And I just cannot stress enough, like 3 ways that is going to grow your business, and you have to just like pound it into people right away. I know some people get really sketched out. I was in the beginning, but you have to just utilize them because there's so many people who are available at different times of the day that can help answer questions. Other people who can help, you know, troubleshoot things or throw in credits or this, that, or the other thing. So you guys, 3 ways, 3 ways, 3 ways.
3 ways are legit saving our right now. And Amber, sorry.
No, I just have to say, because when we first started this, we did not have 3-way chat abilities. We didn't have group chat abilities. Everything we did was 3-way calls. And on calls, like people would be like, we're just doing 3 ways left and right, 3 ways left and right. And some leaders were like, oh my gosh, could y'all please make sure you say calls, 3-way calls, 3-way calls. They're like, we sound like a big orgy up in here, but it's just so funny. And I'm like, but this is exactly what should be happening all over again. And I will say, I love, love, love that you're not doing it for people. You're like, go click your link, go put this in your cart. You can pick this or this. You can order as a customer or promoter. You can pick this. Like y'all are teaching them by having them do it for themselves. And I think that we are seeing true, organic, like what's the word? True organic growth and duplication from your teams. Let me know when you're going to call on Amber, because I don't know if she's able to unmute, even though it says she is, but I can probably unmute her if y'all are ready.
Okay, yes. I wanted to say one thing about labeling chats, and then Amber, I'm gonna push it off to you and she can unmute you. Let's see. 3-way chats, you guys. So we're utilizing them. We've got too many right now to keep up with. So label your chat. Say her name is Jessica and she's trying a sample. Label it Jessica sample chat. And then put an emoji. Like pick an emoji just for you. Put an emoji behind Jessica's sample chat. I like to use the palm tree emoji. So palm tree is me. So when I go to the search bar at the top of my messenger, I literally type, like I put the palm tree emoji in there, and like I can scroll for days and find all these chats that I'm missing. So I just wanted to put that because that's a really good tip to save your butt like down the road. Amber, okay, she hit 12K in 3 months. She's seen extreme growth. I want to shout you out. I don't you let me know how many 400 daily bonuses you've hit, but you guys, she's hit like a ton of daily bonuses. And on top of that, I want to congratulate you because she lost 25 pounds already using our classic 3 steps, and legit is entered in the Ultimate Thriver. Oh, I'm going to be shouting you out, and I'm super excited to see if you win. But can you tell us what you do for your business? You've had so much growth, like all these people, and in a town with, like, you and Kylie live right down the street from each other, right? And you guys are both, you hit 12K at the same time. Like, how are you guys seeing all this growth from everybody?
Definitely. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So definitely staying consistent. And I was really shy at first with 3-way chats, but they have definitely shown me that they are what is supposed to be doing. And they've just like all of a sudden they just blew up. Like I was hesitant, but then I was like, hey, as long as I let them know, maybe they'll be okay with it. And then they're like, oh, absolutely, I love that idea. And so of course I was like, oh, okay. So now I've been way better at that. But you try to plan my post for the next day at like midnight before I go to bed, because I'm the most clear-minded. Like my kids have been in bed for a little while. I'm like, I can sit down and focus like, hey, I need to check on this person tomorrow morning, like as soon as I get up, and post and everything is lined up for the day. That way, after I post everything, I can just follow up with everybody in the time that I have throughout the day. Because 2 toddlers is crazy, but
Yes.
I made time for it because I want it and I want to help people feel amazing, because that was me on literally day 1 and 2 of my sample, because I was literally on the same game as Kylie, I think, of yours.
Yes, you
But-
guys.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
I didn't win, and I was like, I really think I want this, so I'm gonna message her. And so I was like, I need that. And so then I bought your sample, and I was like, I just want to thrive for free. And then you got me to do the promoter pack, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, I just need to get this for free every month. I can't live without it, so I'm just gonna do that, and I'm gonna be done. Well, then it was like 4K in the first month, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be like this. I just need my product for free. But then I saw how like it was changing people's lives in just a short amount of time. Like, they needed that energy, and they needed that all the support from it, that it was everyone needed it. So this was gonna go somewhere, and then I just keep rolling with it.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. And Amber, there's not a day goes by, you guys, where I like hop in my news feed in the morning and all of us girls, like, I see Amber's story, I see Kylie, I see Haley, and then I scroll down and it's like Haley's on live, Alexis is on live. Oh my God, like, I can't keep up with everybody. I really want to shout you out because it's hard to show up for yourself daily. All of us are busy working. Like, all of us have our things that go on in our lives. We all have sickness. We have a death in the family. Like, that happens in life. And the fact that we've created like such a tight-knit group of girls that show up no matter what, rain or shine, like, my Facebook is flooded with you guys. And it's because you guys are pouring into yourself daily. So consistently, like, I cannot name one day where I haven't seen girls in this chat on Facebook in the past 3 months straight. And I know that they've had good and bad days. There's not one day in 3 months that I haven't. And it shows because, Amber, how many 400 daily bonuses have you grabbed already for yourself?
4, I think, maybe 5.
4 or 5. Like, it's insane. That's a lot of extra money. That's so helpful. I think I covered everything, guys. I really wanted to highlight 3 ways they're saving our butts right now. 3-way. Oh my God. And this is also one thing that this is just how I view it in my mind. If somebody's not comfortable, which I didn't like 3 ways at first, I'm not gonna lie, but if someone's not comfortable talking with 3 people, how are they gonna lead? How are they gonna be a 40 or 80K leader and lead an entire team of people? Like, that's just how I view it now. And I had to get out of the mindset of, oh my gosh, I don't want to throw them in this chat because they're uncomfortable talking with 3 people. I want somebody that's okay with a 3-way, because I also want somebody that's going to be a 12K and like leading an entire 50 women and in chats all day. So that's just how I view it. Post your business. Don't be shy about it. And then the only other thing that I had was keeping your replies short and sweet. People don't need to read like a 3-story essay on, hey, what do the vitamins do for you? And they like, girl, if I'm driving in my car and I look down, I'm going to go, nope. Like, it's too much to read. I'm going to say I'm going to do it later. I'm not going to do it later because I have kids and they're going to throw me off track. So keep your replies short and sweet. Just give people basic info. People want to feel good. People are looking for weight loss. Find out what their goals are and then go from there. But replying like very short and sweet and getting to the point to help them reach their goal, it's been working for us. But Roxy, I think that's all I got.
Yes, seriously. Like, you guys, and a couple of common denominators here with all these ladies are everybody's confident about the products. They share it and they're not afraid to follow up and say, hey, you ready to order? You ready to order? And that's how they get the sales. Follow-ups, 3 ways. And another thing I heard several times was, when I wake up in the morning, I set a goal. I'm going to sell 1 product a day for the entire month, or I'm going to, do this certain thing, and I'm not going to go to sleep until I do it. And when you wake up with that mindset, it literally changes everything. And for all of these ladies who are seeing explosive growth, it's like they hit a VIP 400, 800, and they're not just like, oh, cool, I'm going to kick back and collect that money. They're like, no, I'm going for the next thing. Who else can I help? Who else needs this? Who else needs the money? And it's just like nobody has stopped. And every time someone hits a rank, it's not like, oh, we still have a week left of the month. Like, I'm just going to kick back, relax. Nope. We're going to keep running and we're going to get you to the next rank and we're going to try to help. Yes, exactly. Who can we help today? Who did you see make a post that said they're tired? Who did you see make a post complaining about daylight savings a couple weeks ago? Who's complaining about gas prices? Like, there's always somebody out there, and you just have to wake up with that mindset of like, I'm going to do this. And there's so many of these ladies on this team who are just like, almost every day, there's like 3 or 4 people who are like, I'm going to get that 400 bonus. I'm going to get that 400 bonus, like the daily pay. It's just crazy, but it's just confidence, consistency. Like, that is why this team is where they are. And that is why, like, I will always stress the importance of adding people and adding people that you can relate to, because like Alexis said too, it's going to be so much easier to get into somebody's inbox when you already have a common denominator, you already have something you can relate on. And that's how Jackie and I got to where we are. And I feel like the last year, like, we have just been really working on building this strong foundation. And that's why now when, you know, she's seeing this explosive growth and we're linking arms and we're doing it together and running, it's because we've laid the groundwork. We stayed consistent even on the hard days. We stayed consistent even when the kids were being psychotic. We stayed consistent when life happened. Like, it happens to everybody. But one more thing that I want to say is, so many times I've heard on Zooms, I've been here 7 years, I've hit ranks, lost ranks, this, that, the other thing. I've heard so many people say, keep going, like, your time will come, your time will come. And it's so easy to sit back now and tell people like, yes, your time will come. But I know what it's like to be in that position where you've lost rank, your team quit, you have, you know, you feel like you're doing it on your own, but like, keep going, your time will come. It will come. Just keep going. Amber, do you have anything else you wanted to say?
I wanted to shout out to Kaden, because I don't know if she's on here or not, but she is literally like my first one that has taken this and like ran with it. And she literally, anything that anybody jumps in her chat and says, hey, go do this today, or hey, try this today, she's there and she does it. She doesn't care what it is, or she's doing it 3 ways, she's gonna do it. Whatever you tell her, she's doing it, and she's showing up for herself. And I'm so proud of her, because she just hit 4K again for her 2nd month. So
yes, she is freaking amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Well, already at 6K, close to 6K in volume. So she's definitely going 12K next month. I wanted to mention about manifesting really fast before I get off here, you guys, because so you guys know my journey. You guys know that I struggled. I was working alone. I had no team members working with me, like running as hard as I was running. And I was not that growth. I was like staying right here for an entire year. Oh my gosh. So I literally, December was my worst month. Like I told you guys, I was at 2,500 in sales. I was not thriving for free. Worst month ever. And entering January, I put a picture of the car that I wanted to buy on the back of my phone. I put it as my screensaver. I also like wrote down my goals on my sheet that I see at my desk every day. And then you can ask Roxy, like when things started taking off, the day after I hit 12K, I turned my chat name into Jackie's 40K. Like, no, we're going here. Like, manifesting it and turning it into a reality for yourself is so real. If you want it to happen, get in the mindset that you're there. Like, you can visualize it, you can see it. I actually took Roxy's advice. I drove around the car dealership at Mercedes and I was looking, I was like, ooh, those are shiny. Now I need to go get one. So manifesting is a real thing. If you have a goal, write it down and look at it, put it on your phone, save it as the background, because it freaking works.
Well, and that's like vision boards and everything else. And that's a whole nother training. And it's a big, but like Paul Gravett used to say all the time, go to the dealership, go sit in the car, go sit. I don't care if you're a brand promoter and you're VIP. I don't care if you've been 4K or not yet 4K for 2 years. Go sit in the car that you want when you hit your auto bonus. And he's like, go sit in it, go test drive it, take pictures of you in it, all those things. And so that exactly that. And I will say, I know Chastity is on here. I love what's happening here, but I love too the reminder for some of us that have been here 10 years. That reminder for some of us, I don't know when, and this is very vulnerable. I don't know when I quit praying circles around my business and quit praying for coachable people. And that is just hearing this. I'm like, I need to get back to praying that God would bring me coachable people. Because I do think at a certain point, I stopped praying circles around my business because I felt like that was greedy, because I've hit a lot of things over here. Right. And so I think I got in my own way on, you know what, I'm not done yet bringing in more people to help, which is what Roxy is doing here. And Roxy and I are going to deep dive, about Roxy on Tuesday and all of this and really the last year of Roxy's promoter side. So y'all are going to get even more on this deep dive on Tuesday on the Leader Zoom at 11 a.m. Central Time. So Roxy, close this out, sis.
All right, you guys, thanks so much for hopping on. If you took anything away from this, I hope you just know, stay consistent. Your time will come. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do all the things. We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.